So this is funny. So if y'all have chickens, you've probably experienced this. So you see these chickens here. These chickens have just done this all by themselves. You know, anybody remember Tim Allen in the Santa Claus movies? And I forget if it was the first one or the second. Look, here comes another one. She sees them all congregate and she hears them, and here she comes. But y'all remember that movie with Tim Allen and the Santa Claus, and he's at the park watching his son play soccer, I think, and all these kids start coming up to him, want to sit on his lap and tell him what they want for Christmas, and he's like, they just did this all by themselves. You know, telling the people he didn't instigate it. And that's how it is with these chickens. Like, they just did this all by themselves. But, you know, they recognize faces and people and routines, and other chickens imprint on them. And so you'll frequently experience this if you are a chicken keeper. When I came outside and walked through the yard, these chickens were various places, basically foraging, and they all just started following me. And I'm down here to go check eggs, but the chickens just all followed me and all congregated right here. So you'll never be lonely if you have chickens and you're just even a little bit nice to them, because it'll imprint on them that, like, you're one of their people, and they'll approach you, they'll follow you. Most of the time, they'll be really responsive to being gently petted, to being spoken to. It's really, it's almost kind of comical, but it's really kind of amazing too. So, you know, now they've kind of seen that, like, I'm just hanging out here talking. They're kind of dispersing, going about their own way. But it's really kind of funny. This hen and her companion hen that looks just like her. Can y'all see the sheen on the black feathering? You get that iridescent green. So pretty. Hi, ladies. Now, part of the reason your chickens will flock to you like this is because they usually figure out pretty quickly where their feed comes from and the hands that feed them. So our hens, like this group, they've been upgraded to a chicken coop that is an area where they can forage, but they also like to get layer mash, which in this case, their feed ration is a 16% or so protein that we call layer mash, that we get from Beverly Feed and Equipment, our favorite feed mill in the world. And they have cleaned up, so they have a feed pan right in there. So they have cleaned up their layer mash ration that they were given earlier today. So very likely they saw me and equated that when they want more of the feed ration, I'm the one they need to come talk to. So that's probably why they all followed me and assembled near me, and they're all being pretty chatty, but they're still foraging. I am going to check eggs. I probably will give them a little more feed, because I only did give them about a half ration this morning. So they know where to go to put their order in. It's better than DoorDash. You know, our chickens and our livestock, they definitely know the routine, and it imprints on them where they get their food from and who their people are. But it is fun to see them foraging, and I'll go ahead and get them a little bit of feed too. So it looks like work in progress there. It's on the black copper Morans. Super pretty hens. Large hens also. Letting the camera roll here, because here they all come. Most definitely, if your chickens hold a convention right at your feet, they are most likely simply requesting more food. They like to eat. Here comes two more. So when the chickens hold a convention, as it turns out, they may just simply declare that really they only love you because you're the source of their favorite food, but that's okay. If you have chickens, you'll never be lonely, and you'll probably always be entertained, and you'll most likely only be mildly frustrated some of the time. Chickens really are rewarding to keep. In addition to the enjoyment of keeping chickens, the bonus is the benefit of fresh eggs from those hens.